Every breakup comes with negative emotions, but they're even worse when you can't stop thinking about your ex. Maybe you're stuck, thinking about what went wrong. Maybe you keep being reminded of them and how much you miss them. Either way, these thoughts are making things much worse than they really have to be. So in this video, I'll explain how you can stop obsessing over your ex and clear your mind so that you can focus on what's really important. Now, this advice will work if you're trying to move on with your life, but it's even more important if you're trying to get your ex back, and I will explain why. Hey guys, I of course am Brad Browning, so-called X-Back Geek. I'm the author of the X Factor program, and I've been a breakup coach for over 13 years now, so I know a thing or two about breakups and how to win back your ex. So let's get into it. Now, if you're just trying to move on, it's obvious why you'd like to put your ex out of your mind. But what if you want them back? Now, isn't it necessary to keep thinking about them? How can you expect to get them back without, obsessing over them? Well, the truth is that while you will need to put some thought into getting your ex back, continuing to focus on them this intensely is really only going to hurt your chances for two reasons. One, it damages your mental state. If you want your ex back, you want to be the best version of yourself possible. If you're obsessing over anything, whatever it is, you're going to neglect other parts of your life, and that's going to take its toll. And secondly, it puts too much pressure on the relationship. Even if you don't talk to your ex at all, if you spend all your time thinking about them, they're going to feel it when the time comes to actually reconnect. You won't be able to play it cool, which is really important if you want to win them back. So with that out of the way, let's talk about what you can do right now to get your ex off your mind. The first step when you're trying to get someone off your mind is to get them out of your face. So first you have to get rid of anything that reminds you of your ex. Return their favorite hoodie, take down pictures you have of them, and stop listening to that one song. You know the one. Now, if there are things that you want to keep, well, box them up and put them in the back of the closet. This process is hard enough, without being surrounded by memories of your breakup. And then you need to do the hardest part. You need to cut all contact with your ex. Now, I know you're probably not ready to let go yet. I know you may feel, you have very good reasons to keep them in your life. But this step is essential if you want your ex back, and it's necessary if you want to stop obsessing over them. Now, if you maintain contact with your ex following a breakup, you're really asking for trouble. Not only are you preventing yourself and your ex from processing the breakup in the short term, which is going to hurt your chances in the long run, you're also risking more fightings and more hurt feelings. And here's the one thing that most people don't realize. When you stay in contact with your ex after a breakup, you're actually helping them move on. And this is because you're showing them that the breakup doesn't actually change that much about their life. They still get to see you whenever they want, they can still turn to you for help, a shoulder to cry on, and even love and sex if they want it. And this kind of support is what they need to get them through this difficult breakup, and then once they're in a better headspace, they're going to cut contact with you and find somebody new. And this is why you need to cut contact completely. Don't give them the support that they need. Make them live with their decision to leave you. Make them see, how difficult it's going to be without you in their life. And if you can do this, then pretty soon they'll be the one that's obsessing over you. Now, cutting them off has the added benefit of helping you to stop obsessing over your ex. Of course, with them out of your presence, you'll be able to more effectively put them out of your mind. But more than that, since you made the decision to cut them out, you're the one moving forward and making decisions. And this will show you that you do have control over your life and help you gain back some of the control that you lost when you broke up. Now, of course, it's going to be difficult, but trust me when I say that you'll get over this more quickly than you think, and you'll be shocked just at how clearly you'll think after just a few weeks of no contact. So what does this actually look like? Well, it means you obviously can't keep seeing your ex, and it also means you really can't communicate with them in any way. Now, you don't have to go nuclear and block them on every platform and move to another country or anything like that. Just stop engaging with them. And if they really push it, tell them that you need some space and that you don't really want to talk to them right now. And don't feel guilty about it either. They decided to end the relationship and you're just giving them what they asked for. Now, if you've been to my channel before, then you know that this is called the no contact method. And it's almost always the very best way to get your ex back, period. If you want a more detailed explanation of why it works and how you can implement it, head over to breakupbrad.com after this video and check out my full free video presentation there. I explain in more detail how the no contact method rewires your ex's brain and makes them want you back like no amount of apologies and begging ever could. Again, you can watch that full video for free at breakupbrad.com. Okay, now that you've cut contact with your ex, you need to get your mind on something else, or you're just going to keep returning to thoughts of the breakup. So for the first week or so, find distractions wherever you can. This can mean going to the gym, reconnecting with friends and family, diving headlong into work or school, or really anything that makes you feel good and occupies your thoughts. And then after that first week or so has passed, you need to start taking concrete action if you really want to keep your mind off your ex. And this means setting goals and working towards them. Momentary distractions are great, but true fundamental life change is going to be a lot more powerful when it comes to changing the neural pathways in your brain. Now, obviously, I can't tell you exactly what you should do, but I do know that as soon as I started talking about improving your life, you started to think about that one goal that you've always wanted to achieve, but never had the time or the will to accomplish. Well, now is the perfect time to actually make it happen. After just about any breakup, you're going to have more time on your hands than you did before. So use that to your benefit and put in the work to change your situation. Taking, steps forward in your life in this kind of way is going to get your mind off your ex faster than anything else. And once you've started down this path, then you'll be ready for the next step. If you're watching this video, then you're probably hurting so badly that you can't even begin to think about dating somebody else. But you really need to if you want to stop thinking about your ex. The more time you spend alone after a breakup, the easier it is to get caught in the loop of negative emotion and obsessive thoughts. And this is why I advocate for spending time with others after a breakup. And while family and friends can really help you get your mind off your ex, as long as you abstain from dating, you're never going to fully heal that wound. So think of dating as a part of your journey to move on from the breakup. Even if you feel like you're not ready, there's no harm in going out on a few dates just to get yourself back into a better headspace. I know it's going to be hard, to take that first step, but once you get through this, you'll be shocked at how much it's going to get your mind off your ex. Dating others is so powerful because it puts your relationship into its proper context. When you're going through a breakup, your ex looms large in your mind. It can start to feel like, they're the only person you've ever been with, and if you can't have them back, then you'll never be happy again. But dating again will help you rid this of this idea. Sitting across from another interested, single, attractive person who's trying to win your heart will help you realize that you do have options and that your ex could easily become a footnote in your romantic history if you decide to let that happen. And while this may feel like moving on, if you do still want your ex back, then this newfound perspective is going to help you with that too. Knowing that you have options will make you less needy and less obsessive over your ex, which is going to make them more comfortable when you do decide to reach out. Now, if you're struggling with this process, consider getting some outside help. I, of course, offer one-on-one coaching for those looking to win back their ex. All of the details are at breakupbrad.com/coaching. And when you sign up, I work with you to create a custom plan that's going to help you win back your ex as quickly as possible. Again, you can sign up and get all the details at breakupbrad.com/coaching. And that just about does it for this video, folks. Before I go, I want to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel as well if this helped you at all. And while you're here, please don't forget to leave a comment if you have any tips for getting your mind off your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. And of course, leave your questions down there for me as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again in my next video. Bye for now.